Hello, hello, hello!
Wow.
Welcome to the Summer Solstice Variety Show! I'm MC Summer Champ.
MC Sunny Skies.
DJ Pool Boy.
What ancient monument is aligned with the summer solstice? Is it Stonehenge? It's Stonehenge!
In Eugene on summer solstice, how much time occurs between sunrise and sunset?
Within a half hour.
15 hours and 30 minutes.
30 minutes barely. What year did the Oregon Country Fair start? What was originally a fundraiser for a favorite number of a lot of people?
1969.
It was a children's community school.
A logline is a brief description of a movie. After covering up a fatal hit-and-run accident, 4 teenage friends are stalked by a mysterious killer a year later, who claims to know their secret.
What did I do last? Is that it? That's it!
I know what you did last summer.
A family embarks on a disastrous cross-country road trip to an amusement park. Encountering a series of mishaps and misadventures along the way. Maybe there's a cool waitress.
National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yes! We have a stand-up comedian whose set will be centered around traveling. Will she ever fly again or travel with another person? I want to know. You want to know?
I do want to know. Who bring it up?
Let's find out.
Okay.
Welcome, Jane Unroller!
Okay. Put the lime in the coconut. Yeah. Everybody, let's sing it. Put the lime in the coconut. We need to talk over here.
Nice.
Summer solstice is the theme, and I was thinking about traveling. And I was looking at Facebook this morning, and I saw these people clinking glasses in a winery in Tuscany, and 2 other people in a Parisian restaurant. Beautiful gold walls and windows, and drinking pâté and foie gras and all this. And I had a friend who came from Paris, a trip from there, and she said, oh, it was a cream like you've never had before, butter like you've never had before. And I thought, you know, cream and butter come from cows, and we have cream and butter here, and they come from cows, and I'm going, how can it be that special? They both come from cows, am I wrong? I don't know, when you go to Paris, maybe there's a little snobbery that rubs off, but the fact is, I haven't really traveled in a long time, and I actually am terrified of flying. And I stopped flying when they started flying planes into buildings. Remember that? And my friends say, Jane, that was 25 years ago. Yeah, but what about tomorrow? Didn't mean to scare you. I'm just a fearful person. But anyway, so, you know, the thing is then, well, take some driving trips. But the thing is, too, that motels are so expensive. I mean, you can't get a decent motel room for under $100 these days unless you're okay with bed bugs or the pubic hair in the shower. And what's up with that? I feel like a spouse says to another spouse, honey, getting a little shaggy there. Let's go get a motel room and I'll give you a nice trim and we'll have some fun. All right, I know. But there is. Many times I see pubic hairs in the showers in motel rooms. So I'm thinking, all right, now what about camping? Well, honestly, this happened. The last time I went camping, I was on an air mattress and I couldn't get up the next morning, literally. And I was crawling on all fours. And I thought, well, that's appropriate here in the forest. I can just join the forest denizen and just have a great time in the forest, frolicking on all fours. But I was thinking, you know, now, camping out in the wilderness by myself or with someone else feels a little dangerous. I mean, suppose there's a psycho on the loose in the wilderness. You're it. Whereas if you live in the city amongst, you know, many, many people, you know, you're going to be okay in your apartment or in your home. All you have to do is lock the door, lock the window, set the code, make sure the security is on, and lock and load your gun, and you're fine. Isn't that what we do these days? I don't know. It seems. But the last thing I want to say about camping for me in the wilderness, I have been regularly losing my car keys in my car. Have you done that where you take the car key out of the ignition and then you like put it down somewhere because you're getting all your things together, groceries or whatever, whatnot. And this is what happens, and I go, okay, I'm leaving. Oh God, where's my car key? Last time this happened, I kid you not, 30 minutes it took me to find my car key. And I was almost at the point I was going to call AAA. Now that's kind of weird because they come out usually when you've locked your keys in the car. No, I'm in the car with the car key. Excuse me, ma'am, you said you got your car door open and the car key is in the car. Doesn't sound like a problem, does it? So can you imagine, in a small and contained little area, I can't find my car key in the car. What's it going to be like if I lose my car key in the wilderness? You will never see me again. And with that, I want to say good night and have a wonderful rest of the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you, guys.
Next up, we have a stand-up comedian who has been performing stand-up comedy for over 15 years. He has been described as a classic of Portland comedy and someone with a job. Let's welcome Timothy Blackton.
10 minutes. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all out on a lovely Sunday. Mike's a weatherman. You could have done better. I'm just saying. Just saying. So Amazon is going to start delivering things by drone. And I think with the gun lobby that we have here in these United States, it's going to be skeet shooting for prizes, right? Just like, hey, a toaster. True. It's so true. It's Girl Scout cookie season recently, and I love the Girl Scout cookies. They're my favorite. I'm just a sucker for them. And these girls, they got the hard pitch, and I buy all the boxes. And a couple years ago, they came out with a brand called Lemon Ups. I don't know if you remember these. They had meaningful passages on the cookies. Things that would just say, have courage, or be a leader. And I think those are really good. I think that's really great. But I think if the Girl Scouts really want to get their message across, they should say things like, eat the rich, destroy the patriarch. That would be better for them. That would really get their message across. Let's give that up for destroying the patriarch. So true. So very true. A little bit about me. I got these glasses and I got this beard, and it makes me look like the old Harry Potter from the 27th installment, Harry Potter and the Hemorrhoid Ring. I got less hair up here. I got more hair back here. I can have what only can be known as an ass beard. It's a happy trail to nowhere good. So my name's Timothy, and you can call me Tim, you can call me Timmy. I don't care. I don't care. But people these days, they really care. They want to know, what is your name? What is your name? So I'm going to go with Timothy, but I'm going to spell it with 2 M's just to be a pretentious prick. That's how that's going to go. So I'm from Portland. Portland. I tell you what. Portland's struggling. I get it. They're trying to figure out their way. We're trying to do what we can. So Travel Portland has come up with a new slogan to get people to come to Portland. It's just Portland. What a mess. Anybody familiar with Ashland? Yeah, awesome. You're going to hate this joke. I spent a lot of time in Ashland. I went to school there. I worked professionally there. Ashland, as you all know, is a Southern Oregon liberal arts sort of town. Very kind of astute, sort of thinking about the world and trying to be even with folks and settle and all that kind of stuff. And they've got this road there. And the road is named, I'm going to tell you the road's name, and this is not a lie. The road is called Dead Indian Road. Yeah, we can all agree that's a horrible name for a road. Terrible. So what did the Ashland leaders do in their infinite wokeness? What did they decide to rename it to? Here we go. Dead Indian Memorial Road. So dead, we're going to tell you twice. Sad. Sad but true. Trying to be, I'm recently single, so I'm trying to be on these dating sites. Trying to be on ones that my ex-wife is not on, because I want to get set up with her. There's all these dating sites, and there's a site for people my age and a little bit older called Our Time. Our Time is very sweet. Should be called Out of Time. But the flip side is if you want to meet somebody under 18, there's a site called Doing Time. So check that out at your risk. Dating are funny. I'm trying to be on Tinder because I don't want anything serious. I want it kind of light and sort of fun, right? But all these women on Tinder, they want long-term relationships. Long-term relationships on Tinder. What are you doing on that site? That is not what that site is for. So struggles. And listen, I know men get pictures of grief for holding up pictures of their fish. Yeah. But ladies, I don't need to see you on your stand-up paddleboard. I don't need to see you on your stand-up paddleboard doing yoga. It's a thing. Stand-up paddleboard. Sup, yo. It's a thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, enough of that. I'm going to wrap up real fast here because this is a quick file. I want to keep track of time. I got to nap today. Anybody else big nappers? Yeah, well, I'm a power napper. I'm a pants-off, nap-off kind of guy. I'm down to my skivvies. I'm under the covers. I love it. I love it. I wish that could be my job. Wouldn't that be a great job, professional napper? Right? You could go out on the PNT, the Professional Nappers Tour. Travel around the world, sleep on grassy knolls, creek beds. I have my pajamas sponsored by Sealy Posturepedic. Says only sleeps with the best. No NyQuil. No NyQuil. None of that Lance Armstrong shit. You keep this sport true and you keep this sport honest. But I guess when it becomes a sporting event, there'd have to be an extreme version of it, right? Extreme napping. I gotta know what this could be. Maybe by the highway during rush hour. By the airport when they're testing jets. Coldplay concert. No, that's not true. Anybody can sleep through a Coldplay concert. I've been Timothy with 2 M's. Thank you, everybody. Great rest of the night.
Who likes magic? Magic! 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 All right, I'm excited. Ready to do this? Oh yeah. All right, we've got an awesome person. He's a guy who performs magic and is known around the world. Also known as one of the world's best rubber band magicians by his peers. No shit. Okay. Get ready to be amazed with some simple polymers you can find collecting dust in your office cabinets. Welcome, Brad Wizard!
Yeah, you ready to see some sick magic? For those of you who already know me, you already know.
Hey, another thing that's usually at 4th of July parties, you do barbecues, you serve food, and so it's like, okay, well, what's something I can do with food? But another thing I was thinking of, if I was actually a real wizard, would I be doing silly little balloon tricks or rubber bands and cards? No, I want something like super strength or the ability to harness my chi into some ability. Like I want to be like hit with a really powerful object and be okay. There's a corny joke here somewhere. I want you to check out, make sure my finger is real. Can you verify? So I'm made of steel. Yeah, they are real. Real to myself. Got this can of corn from the store here. Do you all have a Kroger here?
Yeah.
Kroger in the state of Oregon? I used to go there when I lived in Ohio. It was a lot of fun. Remember when you were a kid, going to the grocery store was a lot of fun with your parents. It was like a little ninja adventure. Like, go find eggs, Bradley. I got this. You're so powerful. Find eggs. Now my grandma's the only person that I'm impressed by. You know, it's like, oh, Bradley, can you pick up this gallon of milk right here? I'm like, this gallon right here. Oh my gosh, Bradley, you're so smart. All right. The count of 3. 2, 3. It's fine. Thank you. All right. For my last effects, I know you've seen these props before. These little party poppers. You might see some of these at 4th of July as well. I figured I'd end this show with a bang. I'm actually going to have someone from the audience pick. Would you like to talk? Go ahead and pick an explosive. All right. Hold on to that. Now, I've actually gimmicked these so that one of them will go off. Actually, you know what? You, sir. Which color do you want? Don't screw me. Here. Go. Inside of each one of these party poppers is a string that's attached to a piece of TNT paper. When you pull the string, it creates friction, lighting the TNT on fire. This little tiny container contains the explosive. It goes off, and confetti pops out. It says on the actual container, for those of you who have one in your hand, it says, point this end up and away from face and people. 3 of these I have cut the fuse on, and I've ditched the TNT. Last year. I've done this effect every 4th of July. I have not done this trick in a very long time. I don't remember which one is which, so we're going to go one at a time, starting with the first one that was selected. Now, one of the most important things with magicians is our hands. Right? We want to be able to use our hands to do our jobs. I would get these insured if I had the money. There's a string that is attached there. Can you hold on to that? Now, listen. I'm going to go down 3, 2, 1, pop. When I say the word pop, that's when you're going to pull it. 3, 2, 1, pop! Pick the other one. I don't know if I did the one that matched my hair at the time. Magic. Let go. Okay. Probably safe. 1 and 3 now. I'm shaking. This is insane. So one of the things that we like to do in magic is a very visual art form. We like to be able to do things that you can actually see. But the magician isn't the one that actually has to see. Same procedure. 3, 2, 1, pop, and you pull it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, pop! I'm gonna break tonight. Give you a chance. I don't remember which one it is. This is a completely free choice. Do you want to swap party poppers? Should I swap?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know that the game show was like a statistic about whether you should keep or step down. That's the Monty Hall side one, but the problem with Monty Hall is you have to know the door in advance. So it only works if they show you which door to go to. I can't help you because I don't remember. I'm saying swap. You think swap. Like you said, swap.
swap.
Okay. See this up twice now. So 3, 2, 1. Hop. Hop. Dash.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. Ready? My explosive finish. 3, 2, 1. Hop! Pull it.
Here we go. Circuit our people. Hands behind your backs. Here we go. Name something that would ruin a camping trip. Bad weather number 3. Woohoo! Ooh, bear. No, good answers right there. Illness. Number 2 answer, yes. Nice job.
Fire.
Yes, it's number 4. Fire. An earthquake. No.
Lost child. Is it on the board?
We don't care about kids. No, it's not. Camp Crystal Lake for the win. No, it wasn't, but I pulled it out. One more time. But no, it's not out there. Fighting. It's fighting. Bad neighbors. Dead.
We have live music. These guys, 3-piece rock band, formed in Eugene in 2022. Kevin on guitar, Brian on bass, and Mark on drums. Give it up for Stone Ghost Revival!
Choice. Girls,
of July, or no King's Day, depending on the state. During the fireworks, everybody reacts with oohs and ahs, right?
Yes. Ooh.
Ah. Give it up for a sketch called The Oohs and Ahs!
Man, I just love the 4th of July.
Yeah, me too. Oh, no, it's starting the fireworks. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Meow. What are you doing?
Just enjoying these fireworks. Awesome show, huh? The sounds you're making are weird as hell. Sorry, it's just what I do when it's the awesome fireworks.
But you're supposed to say ooh and ah like everybody else when you see fireworks.
Who says who? Says me. Dude, nice costume. You're pulling off Ben Franklin really well. Well, I hope I am because I actually am him. Nice try. Ben's been dead for centuries. No, I drank from a forever stream that gave me eternal life. You're shitting me. No, really. I had to fake my death so people wouldn't bother me. Well, you're not lying. But doesn't that punishment seem excessive? No. If we let one American react in a different way, other Americans would think it's okay. And then, before you know it, the country goes to shit giants. I'll be damned if I'll let Shadow win.
Yeah.
You better learn your do's and ahs, buddy, or you're getting tired. Okay. Help me.
Okay. Look, right there. So, ooh, right?
Yeah. Okay. No. It's like a sound of an owl.
Yeah.
It's like an owl with a big voice.
Good take start. Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
Inhale and exhale.
Yeah. That's a little forceful. Yeah. But right.
Very good. Let's together. Yeah. Okay.
So.
It's such a relief.
That's great, man. Fantastic. You are a true American. You know that?
Now, let's try another American tradition.
Hot dog! Yeah, it's a great idea. So I got a couple options there. I got mustard, I got ketchup, relish. What do you like? No thanks. What?
Oh, what's wrong with that? You just want to try a hot dog.
Actually, I don't eat hot dogs.
What? I think you to tell me you don't like apple pie.
I never really liked that either.
Oh, that's the way. He's un-American. Tar his ass.
Yeah! Tar his ass! Tar his ass! Tar his ass!
Next up, we have a comedian whose comedy blends old school grit with modern gripes like surviving the summer in your 50s without catching fire or, getting mistaken for someone's dad. Welcome, Billy Caldwell!
Just a precursor. If I bomb this set, I blame it on Iran. Just so you know. Anyway, I've been traveling crazy during the summer, guys. I go back and forth from Vegas a lot, and I leave the TV on when I go to sleep. Anybody else? Nobody. Oh my gosh. Well, I leave the Hulu on, and it kind of just makes its own choice, and goes on to the next thing. I've seen the season finale for Handmaid's Tale about 175 times now, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I was in Vegas recently. I'm also a musician. I drum. And I was out there for the Punk Rock Bowling Festival, which is more like an AARP for bad tattoos and hard regrets. So it was still fun, though. I had a good time. I think my highlight of it, though, was the mosh pit, watching everyone kind of pass around Bengay like it was Molly. And yeah, and then of course watching them take Molly. No, but seriously. Guys, I've had this beard since I was 35 years old. It's kind of messed up. One girl I dated said I had this kind of George Clooney thing. I was like, wow, thank you very much. Very next girl I dated said I looked like a late stage Billy Joel.
Yeah.
You can laugh, it's okay. I laughed. People ask me sometimes how I got into stand-up at this point in my life, and well, my wife dared me. Well, suggested it, I should say, you know. My therapist, though, he dared me. Yeah, he likes to get me all worked up, talking about stuff I don't want to talk about. Just when I'm crying like a baby, he reaches in, he's like, that's great, why don't you try out the open mic this weekend? So, of course, now he's my manager. You know, getting older is a little weird, too. You know, you go for checkups and weird things happen, you know. I went recently, and I had this kind of weird mold thing that's happening on my nose. And the doctor comes up and he gives me that weird, like, oh, you better get that checked out. I'm like, that is not bedside manner, sir. So he walks out the door, and I'm now spitting out. I'm like, going, oh my God, what's wrong with me? So I'm looking in the mirror, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna look like Michael Jackson. No nose, pure ambition. I'm like, holy shit, what's going on? So I'm freaking out. He comes back and he's like, calm down, sir, calm, sir. And I'm like, it's not okay, it's not okay. So I'm crying to the corner like, hee. Anyway. It's summertime. It's time for barbecue, so the wife had me mow the lawn, and I finished, and she comes out, and she goes, smell that? I'm like, yeah, it's great, right? It looks great. She's like, yeah, I heard that the smell of grass is actually, it's screaming its death. And I was like, wow, thanks. That's love. And anyway, by the way, that was written by Iran, so you know that was bombed right out of there. Boom, bomb. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with one last joke, guys. I did get back at her. We had a power outage, so I went out and I got a generator, and I followed the instructions to the T, put everything together, nuts and bolts. I cannot get this thing on. I'm pulling it. It's just not happening. I'm getting super frustrated. My wife comes down. She goes, everything okay? I'm like, I can't get this thing on. She goes, did you put the on switch on? I'm like, of course I put the on switch on. Why would I have done that? So she goes back inside the house, and now I'm sitting there trying to think, what do I do for 10 minutes? Because I definitely did not turn the on switch on. So I wasted time. I'm clicking it with just random tools. And then, of course, I turn the on switch on. First try, boom, turns right on. I'm like, cool, right on. Wife comes out, she goes, oh my God, you got it turned on. How'd you do it? And I was like, you wouldn't understand. Anyway, I'm going to call on out.
We need 3 names in the hat. A chance to win some prizes. Okay, all you gotta do is do something really embarrassing again. Oh, we're ready. Okay, ready? Everybody,
That's
spin
my partner.
that wheel. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Ooh. Oh. Okay. You gotta do a limbo and a hula dance. Limbo, you gotta limbo through and then do the hula dance. Somebody
You
just
gonna
said
do
you
the
up.
limbo? What are we
Yeah,
gonna
you
do?
gotta. Or the limbo, I guess. You're on that side. All
Oh,
right.
you okay?
Let's go forward, people. We're just going through here. Limbo, Jack. Jack, and then hula dance. Hula, hula. All right, let's see one. Bam! That's gonna be spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. This is from National Lampoon's Summer Vacation. This is a very famous monologue. All right, and go!
I think you're all fucked in the head. We're 10 hours from the fucking fun park, and you want to bail out? Well, I'll tell you something. This is no longer a vacation, it's a quest. It's a quest for fun. I'm gonna have fun, and you're gonna have fun. We're all gonna have so much fucking fun, we'll need plastic surgery to remove our goddamn smiles. You'll be whistling zippity-doo-dah out of your assholes.
All right, give it up! Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Ooh, haiku. About getting a sunburn. What's a haiku? Tell me what's a haiku. Who knows what a haiku is? 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. Okay.
Getting a sunburn sucks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Don't get too drunk on the beach.
There you go. Thanks for the help.
Or you will grizzle up.
There you go. What's going on?
When a family leaves their rural farm to seek out a county fair, they find themselves at a different kind of fair. Will they give this festival a chance? Give it up for a sketch called We Is Definitely Not in Kansas No More. Bring it up. Let me get up.
Okay, kids, we have finally made it to the Oregon Country Fair.
Ooh, I can't wait for the rides. I'm excited about them fried butter sticks.
I'm excited about my pig winning the blue ribbon. Just wait till they get a look at that bacon here.
Okay, here he is. So let's go on in. Come look at the fair back in Wichita.
What the man is going on here?
Oh, you sure ain't the right fair.
Did we take a wrong turn on the Oregon Trail?
Welcome. I'm really digging the country you guys got around.
I am really defeated.
This fair don't look like no normal fair. Yeah, this looks like one of them hippie fairs I've seen on the TV.
Well, basically, it is a hippie fest. This is the country fair, not the county fair. It's a place for music and expression and joy.
Ah, so this is one of them hippie, peace-loving hippie fairs. You mean tell me there ain't no fried butter sticks?
Sorry, but
I reckon we should leave.
Yeah, we need to know this weird stuff.
oh, just give it a chance, man. It's fun. Give it a chance.
What in tarnation is you?
I'm the Oregon Country Fairy.
Well,
I hear y'all like my help.
we don't, the only help we need is to how to get out. He's out of here. Their boobs.
I love the freedom of expression it gives them.
Huh, the bare boobs out everywhere, huh?
Pretty much.
Nice.
So I guess we're out of here.
Whoa, hold on there, Paul. Wait, let's not be so quick to judge. I hear there's a lot of great skits out there.
Hey, why can't you go sign all of a sudden?
You Oregon Country Fairy. Yours.
I know this place may seem odd, but if you open your mind, you may grow to appreciate it.
I don't know.
I don't know, Tom. Maybe we would. I know I would.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
I love it when people step outside their boundaries and they expand themselves. It's what makes humans evolve and more rounded.
Well-rounded is the more well-rounded, the better.
I think it might be fun.
Okay, we'll get try.
Let's do it.
Now, to truly experience the fair, would you allow me to decorate you and open your mind?
That's fun.
Onions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, here goes.
Wow.
band not set on the summer solstice?
Arctic Circle! Nice job! Hottest temperature ever on Earth. And wait. Is it 134?
Yes!
134! Death Valley. Scandinavian summer solstice celebrations are called blank. They're celebrated by dancing around decorated blank.
Midsummer and Maple.
Oh, you got a boat! Yes, nailed it!
Set on the last day of camp, a group of counselors try to complete their unfinished business before the day ends.
Is it Wet Hot American Summer?
It
is!
Okay. Next up, we have a stand-up comedian. She does comedy across the nation, wherever she doesn't get kicked out. Let's welcome Lawrence from Florence Harry!
I wanna know for sure. Come on.
I am so grateful to be back here for my all-girl music band tour. You might have heard of us. We're called the Suicidal Squirrels. Our smash hit is Roadkill. It was a one-hit wonder. There was a few mishaps along the way. I lost one of my band members. They kind of just jumped out of the vehicle. So if you see them, can you scoop them up and bring them back? We have some more songs to complete. One of them wanted to become a psychologist. I know it's nuts, isn't it? In the meantime, I've been sitting on my front porch, my rocking chair, just growing older, thinking, squirrels make really good psychologists. They make good counselors. I can afford them. I just throw nuts at them. And they remind me that whenever I feel a little squirrely, it's better to be a nut than an empty shell. So I want to talk to you about summertime. I love summer. Actually, I love all the seasons. I really love summer. And the thing I really love is the meltdowns. Those summertime meltdowns. I mean, my neighborhood is giving me so much material to work with. As an example, I was outside in my backyard oasis where I have a fig tree and a mulberry tree and a currant bush. Those are freshly made syrups in those baskets, organic. And the artwork is original from an Oregonian. And also the pansies I grow, those impressive, so that's impressive. Anyways, I'm out in the backyard, and my neighbor to the west of me complains about my cherry tree branches. They're over in her yard, and as a good neighbor, I offer her my cherries. And she refused them. She just wanted me to cut down the branches because of the power outage. You know, she doesn't want to go without power. I'm sure it was my cherry tree that caused that power outage, right? And so what I did is I got some rope and my gardening tool, which is a reciprocal saw, and got up on the ladder. And I cut down the cherry flowers, and I let her know that she might be seeing some cherries on my side of the fence, because it's getting hot out here, so take off all your clothes. I'm gonna do some naked backyard gardening. As I took off my tank top in front of her with the sports bra underneath. And she didn't know what to say. She was just like, and then I said, if you don't like my cherries, you don't have to look at them. She was the one that threw rotten timbers over the fence that were covered in carpenter ants and chicken bones. So, you know, those neighborhood wars. So I was spending time over under my cherry tree to get away from the neighbors on the east side of me. That's a hornet's nest. Yes, it's involving the city of Springfield and police. And I'm kind of glad that their RVs are gone with their big pit bull named Tinky Boo, a little aggressive pit bull. I was kind of nervous pulling weeds on the side of the strawberry patch. Anyways, how many more minutes do I have? One more, okay. So, these neighbors, I've been really nice to them. I've given them eggs and fresh vegetables, and I have been as nice as I can to these neighbors. But they have the police coming and going, and a lot of activity over there. And I'm trying to run an Airbnb. I'm out there gardening with my pickaxe. And the neighbor comes over as I'm swinging the pickaxe and says he just wants to apologize for any bad blood between us and any animosity, and wants to know if he can help me garden with my pickaxe. I'm like, oh no, I like the exercise, I'm good. And then he apologizes and says he'll be better now. And I'm like, well, I don't have any animosity, I'm just tired of your cigarette butts falling over in my yard, your candy wrappers and junk food wrappers, and the police and the screaming and yelling, and the sketchy people coming and going because I'm trying to run an Airbnb here. It's like, welcome to Oregon. And well, you know, I'm trying to get along in this neighborhood because I'm living in a fairy tale. I have a big redwood tree and the dome, and I have this oasis in the backyard and a bathtub. And I'm like, well, I just want to live in a fairy tale. Y'all can go live in a Tarantino movie if you want to. I want to live in a fairy tale. And so I want to end with this. I'm going to wrap this up here. And I want to end with some, I'm getting so old. I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting so old that I don't pee anymore. I just go in the bathroom and puff out dust. I'm getting so old that foreplay looks like chasing me around in the garden with a pickaxe. Maybe a graveyard with a shovel. Good exercise, right? Anyway, in the neighborhood, a beautiful neighborhood. I need some new ones. I need some new ones. My neighbors all tell me they would move away if they could. I really kind of am looking forward to that day. I'm planning on inviting my girlfriends over in the backyard on my new deck, or we can have a topless tea party and talk tea. Anyways, those are my new music band members I'm looking for. We're called the Suicidal Squirrels. And I'm looking for some new members for this band I'm putting together. So if you're interested, come and hit me up. Got some smash hits. Thanks a lot, guys.
What do we need first? We need a verb.
Verb, please.
Fire. Okay.
Barf.
An mammal. An ing verb. Flying. Things. A city in Oregon.
Lauren, yes.
Body parts.
Heads.
Physical action.
Punching.
A place in Lane County. Florence. Verb.
Jump.
Things, plural.
Butterflies.
A living thing. Alligator. Adjective.
Fabulous.
Large thing.
Elephant.
Famous person.
Morgan Freeman.
A verb. Swat. Two things. Okay. City in Oregon. That's not a.
That is a city. That is a
What?
city.
Really? One is a fluid.
Rum.
Summer in Oregon, a Mad Lib. Summers in Oregon are awesome. I wanted to celebrate the solstice, so I asked my friend to barf with me. It was a little strange, my friend is an otter, but we made it work. It was clear it was solstice because people were flying on birds for hours. That checks out. We weren't boring, after all. You know how those people are. Now we're focused on summer things. The 4th of July is approaching. We've been training for the Butte to Butte run. However, both of us just lost our hands. So it makes us difficult to run. Instead of running, maybe I'll punch through the finish line. After the run, we'll watch the fireworks at Florence. Whenever we watch the fireworks, we jump really hard. That makes it more fun. After that, we'll head to the Oregon Country Fair. I can't wait to see all the hippie butterflies. Last year, we saw a naked alligator. That was fab. For the rest of summer, we'll do different things, like we'll see live music at the Cuthbert Elephant. I can't wait to see Morgan Freeman rip the guitar. We'll also head up to the Cascades to camp and SWAT. We'll be sure to bring plenty of shoes in case there are bills around. If you want to join us, call us. We'd love to have you, unless you live in Nimrod. I stay away from those sons of bitches. Anyway, it's the best time of the year in Oregon, so go have fun, stay hydrated, and drink plenty of rum. Happy summer!
word that I said. I told you what to get through and you didn't believe a word that I said. They were 6 guys and telling you